this is spiritual life. It's a windy day on the bay, and I came out here with my dog this is Oscar, my spiritual companion, as he chooses here. And one of the things that I wanted to share is that we are now living in a time, in a place where you are meant to go inward. Say hi, Oscar. Instead of looking externally for validation, for truth. And it is about cultivating the things that you desire in your body, not in your external reality. It first has to occur as a truth in your body in alignment, based on choices and discernment and those things. And it is about this place of letting go of what the world is showing you, what your mind is telling you, because we are spoon-fed fear all the time, all day, every day. We are spoon-fed, all of these beliefs that are actually not true in the core of your being and as a soul that you are. And it is this place of deep inner knowing and sovereignty about who you are and what you are here to do and what you're here to build and to experience and cultivate and give back. And you are created in this perfect vehicle called the body that is 100% supporting all of your dreams, all your goals, all your visions. And it is about tuning in and knowing what choices you need to make at any given moment and what choices you are not meant to make at any given moment. So, with that being said, there are a couple of things happening. Tomorrow I will be doing a live art experience drawing spirit guides if you're local in League City. It's at Natural Living Co-op. And it is a fantastic experience and one that I've never offered before. I've always done them privately. And so this is a new place for me to go into. If you are curious about that, please reach out to them and they will get you on the books to be a part of that event. It is happening Friday night at 7:30, and I'd love to have you there to experience what is guiding you, what is leading you, and it is a very transformational experience. So, with that being said, as Oscar decides he wants to go somewhere else, the other part of it is that the tides and waves of emotions that you feel are usually conducive of some kind of mindset that you have based on a truth that you perceive as real. And in reality, it is something that you need to transcend, release, and let go of, because you're meant to be sovereign and whole as you are. And not hold the emotions and the external version of whatever's showing up. Because it is about cultivating your nervous system in order to receive what God has intended for you. And life as it is does life. And in order to transcend what is occurring and shift timelines and move into a different reality of what you are here to experience, you have to let go of the natural world and move into truth. Because what if, the question I always ask is, what if it works out? What if it gets to be better? What if that door opens? What if the truth of you is bigger, better, and more profound than you can ever know? What if I get to have the thing? What if I choose a different choice? What if instead of it never works out, or I don't get to have, or it's always this way, or whatever else the negative parts of life are trying to force you into, and it's a forced negative narrative, because we are in charge of our reality. And when you're faced with something that is in opposition of what you desire, then the question is, what if this gets to change? What if I receive more? What if I get more opportunities? What if I let go of that? What if about everything? And get curious about how you can create a different outcome, or and conspire with the world, because the world is trying to create for you, with you, and because of you, because God is in the world, God is in your body. And when you understand this to be true, then you get to have a different experience where you self-select, and according to alignment with being embodied and sovereign, which means letting go of the external world showing you all the things that are bad, wrong, not good, horrible, blocked, you name it. Because it is about the choice of, I get to choose. And getting curious about what is, like what if that door that closed gets to open? What if that choice that I made yesterday actually is the best choice? What if I get to have the most fun I ever had today? What if I get to have all the wealth I desire? What if it's not that bad and it gets to be good? And then choosing whatever comes up to ask the question, what if it gets better? What if the opposition that I'm facing gets to be dissolved in a second? Because that's the truth. We live in a reality that is created in an instant. It is not just random. It is synchronistic, and it is intentional, and it is showing you all the ways that you are not living in your highest potential, and you're not living embodied and sovereign. That's what I mean, highest potential. You are a soul that is masterfully and delicately put together by God. And to think that you don't have any power to choose what is aligned, or what is the best, or what is the most fun, the most free, the most beautiful, is limiting your potential. God gives you all authority and power to create the world that you desire. And He wants you to do that. Because when you make those choices, it creates the world to be a different place for everybody. And it is a ripple effect. It changes people and places and circumstances around you when you make those choices. So, with that being said, welcome. I'm Janelle, and if it's the first time you have ever heard me or don't know anything about me, welcome. I have been doing this work for 30 years. I started when I was 19. I've done over 75,000 sessions to date. And just this year alone, I have done more than 300 workshops, interviews, podcasts, guest appearances, you name it. This is my life's work. It is my legacy, is to help people understand and cultivate their reality and embody the truth of who they are, to receive wealth, to receive opportunities, health, relationship, love, and to give back to society in the ways that they are called to give back. It is the most fun to watch people transform their lives, and nothing lights me up more than that. And it is my gift to be able to see, hear, and feel the universe and God entirely, as well as your soul. And this is my soul's work, and I get the joy and honor of watching transformations happen every single day. So with that being said, all my love. If you're curious about me or my work, feel free to reach out. There's a couple ways to work with me. I work with businesses in the sense of aligned capital. I create partnerships with investors and investees that are truly aligned with your soul and their soul to create a different way of doing business. If you are not in business, but you want me to help you with other areas, such as creating the life and the experience that you want to have, and to understand what your give backs are and what businesses you want to create next, and those kind of things, that is another way to work with me. So thank you for joining me this morning, and I'll give you another picture of the bay as I send you on your way. All my love. See you soon.